First of all, I want to say Koholo Yahawabashim Yahushua. We are Sakari, Philly, here to give you another sit downs. And to my left, I got my brother Kaishan, and I'm your brother Roger Tazawar. We're gonna get into the end of Esau, because this man has been ruling the nation and misleading the world, for so many years. But the time is gonna come when his end is gonna come about, by the hand of who the world called ignoring Yahweh, Jesus Christ, which is the real name is Yahushua. So we're gonna bring up Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Behold, like his soul, like his spirit, he has a wicked spirit about him, Nothing about the so-called white man is upright. Everything he pushes is just vile and wickedness.
But the just shall live by his faith.
But the men of the Lord that are striving for righteousness, we live by faith, by faith, and with that faith comes hand in hand with doing the work of the Lord, because that's part of Yahushua's commandments. Like, if you love me, keep my commandments. So we strive to keep the Heavenly Father's commandments.
Verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
Right. He transgressed by wine. Now, the wine is not talking about some damn Pennsylvania Concord or Sangria. It's actually talking about the philosophies that he pushes on the world. Like, he pushes homosexuality on the world. He pushes the white supremacy on the world with Christianity and the image of a white Jesus. Read.
Neither keepeth at home.
He does not stay. He does not stay in his own home. Why? Because this man has no home, man. He's a vagabond and a homeless man. He's a fugitive to society. He goes around in every nation, in every part of the world, and try to claim it for himself. Read.
Who enlargeth his desires as hell.
He enlarges his desires as hell. Like he goes and take everything. Everything he sees, he takes. Read.
And is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Now heap like it's like a pie, compiles, like America, for instance. This is an example of a heap of people, because a heap means a pile of people, because America is known as a melting pot, and America is comprised of many different nationalities. Like all over the world, people come over here for the so-called opportunity. Equal opportunity. But ain't no equal opportunity in this country. It's people suffering in this country. Our people predominantly, because we are the one that's pushed in the ghettos. While all these other nations live deliciously. Bring. Is that on? No, I think go to verse 6. Continue verse 6.
Verse 6. Shall not all these people take up a parable against him?
Right. So, and all these people gonna rise up against against him. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Esau led himself with thick clay. Now, thick clay is talking about the date that America is in right now. America is exceedingly over $24 trillion in debt, like, and they just passed out over 4,000 in stimulus, $4 trillion dollars in stimulus checks, 2.2 back to back. So that's a hell of a lot, man. It's well over over 28 trillion in debt. Read.
Verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly?
I skip to 12.
Verse 12, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Right. Woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city with iniquity, man. America was built on the blood of our brothers and sisters, the Native Americans and Seminole Indians, and the Taino Indians, man. All these people were robbed and spoiled of their land by the so-called white man. We got it on there. You got a precept. Bring out. Bring us Sirach 12 and 16, bro.
God, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Right, he speaketh sweetly with his lip. Read.
But in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
That's what he did when he came here to when he found this land. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters were inhabiting this land. He came over here with sweet words and everything like that. But in his heart was how to, you know what I'm saying, how to kill him off and take this land for himself. Read.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find good opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Right. This man will fake like he's suffering with you, but in his heart, he's imagining how much devastation he's been wanting to cause you. You know what I'm saying? Like how much there is no limit to how much blood this man is willing to spill just to get it. You know what I'm saying? Just to satisfy his own evil heart. Read.
Verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Right. Yeah, read.
And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Right. Like he might pretend like he's helping you, or he passes you little stimulus checks and things like that. When in all actuality, all his people are benefiting also of these stimulus checks, even in great amounts, man. We are getting pennies off of these stimulus checks. What they are getting, thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands, man. Like, so when they pass these stimulus checks, you know what I'm saying? Listen, that don't mean anything to us. Like, that don't mean anything to us. We don't want your reparation. We don't want your little stimulus checks. We want the kingdom that's coming.
That's right.
Brother, bring out Psalms 51, 55, and 21. Yeah, because this man has been in power far too long, and it's time for him to go, man.
55?
Yeah, 55 verse 21.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth are smoother than butter.
Smoother than butter, man. Smoother than butter. Bring it up.
But war was in his heart.
A war is always in his heart. Never an ever-ending thirst, you know what I'm saying, for blood. That's what's in his heart. That was it on that, John? I'll bring it up.
His words were softer than oil.
Softer than oil, like that good oil that you rub on your skin to give it that temporary glow. Bring it out.
Yet were they drawn swords.
It was nothing but, you know what I'm saying, deceit in his heart, man. Bring out the book of Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 10.
First Maccabees, sorry.
First Maccabees. Yeah, because these people are so deceitful, you know what I'm saying? And if you fall into their traps, it's your own fault, because we're not supposed to be trusting these people. They've been like this since the beginning of time. Bring it out.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 10.
Right.
So they departed and came with great power to the land of Judea.
Talking about one of Demetrius' generals. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius sent his general and one of our wicked ass brothers. You know what I'm saying? Alcimus to come. You know what I'm saying? Deceive us, basically. You know what I'm saying? Continue, bro.
With great power into the land of Judea, where they sent messengers to Judas and his brethren, with peaceable words deceitfully.
Right, deceitfully, man. So, ain't nothing new, man. They've been deceitful and conniving since the beginning of time. There is nothing new about the so-called white man that is about his, you know what I'm saying, his wicked desires. There's nothing new about it. We've been dealing with him for years and years, man. That's our adversary. We know him too well. Bring Habakkuk chapter. Wait. No, I think that was it. I think Proverbs chapter 27 and 20.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 20.
Right.
Hell and destruction are never full. You want 20? 20? Or 7? 20 or 10?
I think it's 10. Is it? What is it? 10 7. Yeah, bring down out.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 10. Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not.
Right. Forsake not thy own friend, you know what I'm saying?
Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity.
Right, which is what they did, you know what I'm saying? Well, in 70 AD, when Alexander came and you know what I'm saying, conquered us, you know what I'm saying, invaded our home. They came and robbed us and took advantage of us, you know what I'm saying? I'm on there.
For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother that is far off.
Right. It's better to have a friend, you know what I'm saying, than have a it's better to have a brother that's a friend than a brother that's an enemy, man. So I bring up. Yeah, bring up Numbers chapter 35, verse 33.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
So we shall not pollute the land where we are. You know what I'm saying? America is a very polluted land. Let's bring it up.
For blood it defiles the land,
Right?
and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
The land cannot be will never be cleansed until the blood of the can never be cleansed of the blood that was shed therein. You know what I'm saying? Like the blood of the Native Americans will still stand on this American soil, man. Bring it out.
But by the blood of him that shed it.
Until the white man dies, man. That's when this land is gonna be cleansed. When this melting pot is you know what I'm saying, turns into a lake of fire. That's when this land is gonna be cleansed. And bring out Isaiah. I can't bring out.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 18.
Bring out.
And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double,
Right.
because they have defiled my land, and they have filled my inheritance with the carcass of their detestable and abominable things.
Right. Speaking about Israel, man, the land of Israel is defiled right now. It's homosexuality parade, gay parades going on over there. Is blood being spilled over there? Pedophilia, all kinds of abominable things, man. So the Lord is preparing them for the vengeance that is to come upon them, man. I bring out Isaiah chapter 17, 14, verse 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
The Lord is going to have mercy on us, man, his children. By birthright, by blood, and by spirit, man. Bring it up.
And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
They're going to take. The Lord is going to take us back into our promised land. Come on.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them.
And all these other nations, the damn Edomites and all the Elamites and Ammonites, Moabites, and every single nation outside of Israel is going to be joined to us. Bring it out.
And they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave onto us. Bring it.
Verse 2, and the people shall take them,
right,
and bring them to their place.
We're going to take them and bring them to our place, Israel. Bring it out.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
What now? When you possess something, is that do they become like your friend? You know, is there some equal, you know what I'm saying, equal existence among possessions and possessor? No. Bring it out.
For servants and handmaids.
Servants and handmaids. That means they're gonna be goddamn slaves, man. They're gonna be goddamn slaves. There's no way around it, man. They're gonna be goddamn slaves. They're gonna be serving under us like y'all served before. So it shouldn't be no new thing. You should be happy about that. Bring it out.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
That's right. We were captive under the Grecians. We were captive under the Babylonians. We were captive under the so-called white man. In America, we are still captive. So we're gonna take all of your captive, man. We were captive under the damn Sandman, the Arabs, the Ishmaelites, man. So it is expected to come, so it shall come, man. Bring it up.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we're gonna rule over you, man. That was it on there. Okay, so bring out Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. This out now.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall what?
Shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword
He that killeth with the sword
must be killed with the sword.
must be killed with the sword, man. It's a universal law, man. Karma is a universal law. So you do dirt, you get dirt. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
And this is our patience, man. This is the patience of the Lord's saints. You know what I'm saying? We're patiently waiting for the white man to serve his time in bondage. And bring out Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 6.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord,
Right.
I will prepare thee unto blood,
Right.
and blood shall pursue thee.
Exactly. The blood that you spilled shall forever pursue. It shall forever pursue you, man, until your end is come about. Bring it out.
Since thou hast not hated blood,
You never hated blood. You know what I'm saying? You love spilling blood, and the blood of the saint is your favorite. You know what I'm saying? On the slaughter list, man. The lives of the Lord's people. That's your number one. You know what I'm saying? Cattle on the list. Bring it out.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Exactly. Blood shall pursue thee. You know what I'm saying? And now bring out Isaiah 14:21. Because we tired of being in this systematic oppression. You know what I'm saying? Like the time is up, man. Esau's time is up. Bring it up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21.
Uh-huh.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children. Whose children?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. Your forefathers have been spilling blood since Alexander the Free. You know what I'm saying?
Way before that.
And way before that, right, brother? So a long history of blood. That's what your kids are gonna pay for, man.
That's right.
That's why they're being prepared unto slaughter, man. Continue.
For their fathers that do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. So they don't rise up and try to claim that which is not theirs, man. Now
22 is great.
or 22. Bring it out.
Verse 22.
Uh-huh.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts,
Right.
and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You want to break that down?
God, we know this is spiritual Babylon, so
Exactly.
the Most High speaks in double parables. So the land Babylon and ancient Babylon was already cut off, so now this Babylon is going to get cut off.
Exactly.
And it says remnant, son, nephew, every male. So like Babylon's not going to come back. You need males to reproduce.
Exactly.
If you don't have males, you're not going to reproduce. So it's going to be utterly and completely destroyed.
Pretty much. And according to Obadiah 18, bring that up.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. This is the book of Obadiah 18.
Mm-hmm.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire,
Right? The house of Jacob shall be a fire.
and the house of Joseph a flame,
Uh-huh.
and the house of Esau for stubble.
For it's double. What do you what's double, man? That's the when you're out barbecuing, the stuff that falls to the bottom of the grill, that's double, man.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them,
Exactly.
and there shall be not any being remaining of the house of Esau.
None.
For the Lord hath spoken it.
That's the end of Esau, man. That's the end of his existence permanently.
That's a lot too. It says, the Lord has spoken it. We're not speaking it. The Lord has spoken it.
We're not up here, you know what I'm saying, giving our own opinion about what's gonna happen to the white man. No, the Lord is stating that the white man will be no more. And with that, we're gonna give all praise, honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and Shalom. Yes to America.
Shalom.